All right, welcome back. Like I said in the last episode, we were able to level up a little bit. We only have how many runes we got? 6,400. Not quite enough to level, and of course we could use some of um, our golden runes. But you know what? I want to keep them. I really do. I think there's a couple things we could take care of first. Some of these things I don't know how well it's gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. Nor do I even know how to get to them. So there is a Everjail here. I believe that's where that is. I could be wrong. I think it's there though. And there is a Everjail here, which we didn't do. And there is, of course, the golden tree sentinel at the start, which we didn't do. We could take him out. Maybe we should go do him first. Let's see. Let's go to... Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the first step. And we're mainly just... This is just mopping up some of the remaining bosses that are in Limgrave area. There is a boss I don't think I'm going to be able to take out. I struggle. The hunters. The Midnight Hunters are just... I struggle with those guys so much. So let's see here. And this is actually kind of safe. So we're going to throw a little of this on. We're going to throw a little of this on. And we're going to run right up to this guy and introduce ourselves. Have our Bloodhound's Fang in our two-hand. Stab. Oh, he got us too. We got him half health really quick though. We were all the way up in his... Look at the inside of his horse. We were inside of his horse. We could definitely take him out though. I have more than enough confidence here. You can fight him on your mount too. I mean, he's on a horse. Why shouldn't you be on a horse? You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. This is why I say it's safe. As long as you remember to run in and grab your runes before you engage him, like this, you could try this as many times as you want. There's no reason to you know, be afraid of losing your runes. There's no risk as long as you make sure that you get your runes before you engage him. Let's see if we can take him out. That horse jab he does, that's rough. Because you can almost never... Oh! Got us. Got us. Look, we got his health at the same exact point. This guy has killed so many people. I've actually heard something. There's, you know, how many millions of people bought this game. And one of the first things that you do is you meet this tree sentinel. There's so many people that get so fixated in trying to kill this guy at, like, you know, level 1 that they end up saying, you know, hell with this game sucks, it's too hard, blah, blah, blah. When they quit that early in the game, they never get to the round table hold. So there's a lot of players that paid the money for the game, never got the achievement to get to the round table hold, and then quit. So FirmSoft has made so much money on people that never even played the game. They bought it. Ooh. So of course he hits me, but I don't hit him. And that was a perfect jump attack too. Let's get our stand back. Nice heavy. Now let's get out of here. We have 5 healing potions. We're going to use one. Done. Done. Deleted. I wasn't even talking during that fight. I was focused so hard. I was so focused. But we got him. Tree Sentinel down. Now this weapon here, if you're talking about strength, boys, if you're a strength fan and you're running straight strength, this Golden Halberd is definitely a fantastic weapon to use. I believe the famous Asmongold used this weapon for like most of the game. Because he had to kill that, you know, I mean, he's a pro gamer, that's all he does is game, but you can kill him right out of the gate if you try hard enough and stay vigilant and don't give up. You can kill him at level 1 and then use that weapon. Oh, look, we forgot an item here. And you can do that early in the game, you know, he's the first enemy you really run into. So we're going to stop here, we're going to rest at this grace. Oh, do we have enough runes to level? Maybe we do. Again, I would love to have, let's see, we have 738. We're getting a lot of health for every point of vigor we're getting. I mean, that's a lot of health you're getting there. You know, almost about 20, 21, something like that. I would love to increase our damage, but like our damage only goes up slightly, where our health goes up significantly. Also, not mind, what am I doing? Endurance. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. So I got called into work. I had to snip this. So I'm learning. You're experiencing me learn how to make videos, as well as I'm teaching you how to get around Elden Ring. So I ended up getting called to work for like an hour. I had to come back. Then I recorded this segment and left my microphone on mute, if you can imagine. So anyway, well, I'll explain what I'm doing here. So I'm deciding whether or not I want to put points into Vigor. As you can see, Vigor's still giving us quite a bit of health in comparison to Strength Dex. I would love to get my Endurance up, but I believe I went with some more Vigor. I want to get my Vigor to 25. After my Vigor's at 25, I think we're going to start putting some points into... We'll probably get like Strength and Dex up to maybe 20 each, and then probably put some points into Endurance. So what we decided to do is I decide that we're going to go down. Let's see, down to the Fourth Church of America there. And we are going to take out an Everjail. We're going to clean up an Everjail. This enemy is not that threatening. He does have frostbite. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think that's the hardest part of this fight, is the frostbite. His normal attacks, he's not super fast. He doesn't, close gaps like crazy. But the frostbite he does, it hits hard, and if you build up frostbite, he'll just basically delete you. So as long as you watch that you don't let frostbite build up all the way, you'll be completely fine. So I don't think it'll be any issue to kill him for you right now. Right now I'm trying to find out how to get down there. You'll see the Everjail on my left. See the Everjail down there? We're just going to go right down there. And in order to activate this Everjail, you need to use a Stone Sword key. So we're going to go over to the Imps, and you're going to notice that the bottom Imp, I don't think I've explained this before, the bottom Imp has a Stone Sword key already in his head, where the top one does not. And you can actually see the keyhole in the top of his head there, where you have to insert the one Stone Sword key. So this statue only needs the one Stone Sword key. Other ones, there are some that are going to require 2 Stone Sword keys. So that's just something to know. And that's one of the reasons why we went around collecting everything, because we have plenty of Stone Sword keys. when we want to use them, we could just use them. We don't have to worry about, oh, we don't have one, we have to go find one. Let's look up where they drop or farm runes or whatever. So now we're gonna fight this guy. We're gonna put fire grease on our Bloodhound's Fang. Again, we're gonna use the Fang because of its long reach, and the Ash of War is just fantastic. I think we throw a pot at him. Yep. Yeet. Got a hit. That Bloodhound's Fang Ash of War is so good. Now he's weak. We got his health down to half. I think it was 3 hits. Now he's going to do some frost stuff. Now his weapon has frostbite on it. So if he hits us with it, it's going to start building frost. You see how it built up a little bit of frost there? Built up a little more. Every time he hits us. So we have to be very, very careful that in between attacks. Now that's building up quick. We want to get out of that. Oof, that hurts. Now frostbite's almost full. We really got to be careful. We have to absolutely be careful that doesn't get full. If that gets full, we're dead. Nice Bloodhound's Fang Ash. Turn around and take him out. Easy. Not that bad. Again, the only scary part of this fight is that frostbite. And then we get the Radagon Scar Seal. So that wasn't that bad. As long as you watch that frost build up, you'll be completely fine. So let's see. What do we decide to do next? I don't remember what I chose to do here. Oh, we talk about the Radagon Scar Seal. Oh, so the Scar Seal is actually really good early game. There is a better one, the Radagon Sword Seal, I think it's called. This increases your vigor, your endurance, your strength, your dex a lot, and HP. Well, because it increases your vigor. It's a really great talisman to use. The problem with it is it increases the damage you take by a little bit. And everything pretty much either one-shots you, or it hits you so hard the way it is that the damage negation is not all that much. If you want to use it, it's definitely one of the best early game talismans that you can have, especially since you don't have a huge selection of talismans yet. But if you want to use it, by all means, it is a great one, especially if you only need like, maybe you need 3 dex to use a weapon or 3 strength to use a weapon. Throw that on, that'll give you your 3 strength, and then you can use that weapon until you have the points, until you have the runes to upgrade your strength up to that. So we're going to come north to the Storm Hill Shack. And notice it's nighttime. At the time of recording this, I did not know. I didn't realize it was nighttime. So I go down here to save you some time. Make sure it's daytime when you come up here. We're heading to an Everjail. That's what our goal is here, to head to this Everjail. And then we're going to see this giant. We're like, oh yeah, forgot about this giant. We're going to start laying waste to the giant. We hit him super hard. Late roll. And then we realize, oh, we got like 5 bats on top of a gigantic giant. Yeah, there's no way you're surviving that. So our carelessness ends up in a death. But that's okay, because we come back and we redeem ourselves. So we just spawned at the last grace we visited, Storm Hill Shack. Now it's daytime, as you can clearly tell. Now we get to the bottom here. Before we fight the giant, we are going to make sure that we get our runes back. So we grabbed our runes there. We're going to go down to his feet. We're going to hit the foot. I believe 3 heavy hits. Drops him down. There's no bats fighting us right now because it's daytime. give him some cardiac arrhythmia. And that's it. He's easy. Now we're going to head over to the next Everjail. And we're going to give a couple attempts on this Everjail. Now you do not have to do these Everjails. Some of them give you some pretty nice items. This one we're going to put the buckler shield on because parrying is absolutely fantastic for this. It's basically, in my opinion, it's the only way to kill him. When I tried this on my first playthrough, I bet you I have, honestly, I think I have about 70 attempts on killing this guy. I just could not get it. And then I learned about parrying. I got all the way into the game this far, and I had no idea that you could parry stuff. I had no clue. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, to show you, like, there's many, many different ways to do things. So we throw a parry, we get a hit. And if you notice, it's hit for about 223 damage plus 44, so just shy of 300 crit. So we're hitting them pretty good. And we get deleted. If you lose that rhythm in this fight with this guy, it's really gonna be critical. He's really gonna hit you hard. And he does have a phase 2, which makes it, you know, which is significantly harder if he goes up in the air. I mean, that one's relatively easy. You'll see when we get him in the phase 2. As you can see, we picked up our runes there. And that's why I said that don't be afraid to try this. If you die, it's just not a big deal. You just resurrect outside the Everjail, grab your runes, and head back in. As long as you remember to grab your runes every time, it's just, there's no risk. You know, you can sit here and practice on this guy, and practice on this guy, and practice on here. You know? See, we jumped over that foot stomp. Jump over the foot stomp, parry his right hand attack. And I just realized something as I'm doing this. My talismans that I'm using, I'm not using an assassin's crimson dagger. Every time I crit him, I would get health back. So I wouldn't have to stop to heal. And if you noticed, I screwed up my rhythm. And then he just 1, 2, 3, 4 killed me. All because I screwed up that parry rhythm. But again, that's okay. So we died again. This is the second time we died. And if you notice, we spawned right outside but the shrine. I decided to put my Morning Star back on because I don't know. I like the Morning Star. I think it does have slightly more bleed buildup as well. If you notice here that instead of using the fire grease, I'm going to use the blood grease. Hopefully, we could get a blood proc on him. If you can get a blood proc on him, that is going to be fantastic. Now we can see what the difference is. So we're hitting just shy of about 275 on the last weapon. We're hitting 22 and 251, so about the same. The Bloodhound's Fang and the Morning Star are relatively close in damage. Now we don't have fire on this. If we had fire on this, this would probably be doing slightly more damage than the Bloodhound's Fang. So that's 3 crits. That's 3 perfect crits. Missed that one. That's 4th crit. You know what? You know, just shy of 270 damage or so per crit. That's what, 6 crits now? That's 6 crits to get him to half health. That is a lot of I mean, you can't miss a beat. You really can't miss a beat. If you're gonna kill him at this level, you really can't miss a beat. Because you have to do that at least 12 times. Unless we get a blood proc, that might, you know, that might hit for, you know, about 600 damage maybe. But to get 12 perfect parries in a row is probably asking a little bit. I'm gonna give it another couple tries. And it's not too big of a deal. If you notice, once I miss that parry, and I don't get that crit because I missed that parry, it's pretty much game over at that point. You can run away and try and reset and like try and do it again. We get a parry here. We hit him good. And again, we're hitting him for what, 250, 272 maybe? Which is, again, right around the same damage the Bloodhound's Fang does. But I believe this Morning Star actually does more bleed damage than the Bloodhound's Fang. Or bleed buildup. And because we're hitting him so slow in between, like the blood buildup will build up a little. And then, like, it build up because we're hitting him. And now it's going to start going down, 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 until we hit him again. So to get that blood buildup to hit all the way to the point where he bleeds, it's probably not going to happen. We're going to chug another potion, take another hit. Now if I had that Crimson Dagger on, that crit would just about full heal me. And we screwed it all up. We got him to almost 25% health. You know, so it's definitely possible. It's just, you really got to get it perfect. And you can't summon any spirits here. You can't use your ashes, your ashen summons. You can't use them here. You can't bring a friend into here to help you. But there's little risk. Like I said, there we go. We got our runes. Now, how many times have we fought this guy and died? And we still have all of our runes. Not a big deal. So, don't be afraid to give him a shot. You know, put the blood grease on. I'm just really curious to see if we could bleed this guy. I haven't seen a bleed proc yet. Now, we didn't jump that step, but for some reason we need to take damage. I don't really understand why, but hey. There, that one we jumped. Got a nice parry. Parry that. You'll get, this is great. This is a great boss to practice parrying on too. So don't get frustrated if you can't kill him. Because, like I said, learning his movesets and learning that parry timing, from here on out is gonna be wonderful. Because you can parry a lot of enemies in this game. Look at that, we got, what, 6, 7 parries in a row? Jump that. That's a long one. I tried to parry too soon because he chained up his rhythm. We're gonna run away, try to survive a little bit. Now he's in phase 2. He's gonna jump in the air, fly. Roll forward through that. Don't roll backwards. Now he's gonna hit us with the shield. I don't recommend trying to parry that shield. You can't parry it. You can negate some of the damage, but you can't parry it. And that's what screwed me up there. And I think I do call it here. I don't want to waste 20 minutes of just wiping on this guy, but I want to show you that it is possible, and I choose to skip this guy for now because I want to be able to do just a little bit more damage. Maybe if we upgrade our weapon one more time or 2 more times, we'll come back and kill him. And you could do that. There's nothing saying you have to kill these bosses. This boss here is not a wall. Like Godric the Grafted, in order to go to... I mean, you could get to Lernia Lakes without killing Godric, but this is how I like to get through it. So I call it here. I'm not going to sit here and fight this guy over and over and wipe to him. He's just an optional boss. I don't even know what he drops. I don't remember. I think he drops an Ashen an Ash of War. I'm almost positive he drops an Ash of War. Don't feel like you have to kill him right now. You can always come back when you're a little bit stronger, and you'll make nothing of him. So we're gonna go back to the secluded cell in Stormveil Castle, and in the next video, if I can remember to take my microphone off of mute, I won't have to re-record this. But see you in the next one, everybody. Alright, welcome back. I've, after reviewing the footage on the last episode there, I've noticed something. I could change up my, my talismans. Jerk. Finally, jeez. I guess the Fang does a lot more poise damage than this. So anyway, I looked at the footage of the last video, and I realized as I'm critting that Crucible Knight, I'm not getting any health back. I'm not, you know, my talismans that I have weren't doing anything for me. It might as well have, I'm not doing charged attacks. So I figured I was a little less than 1,000 runes short of leveling up. So we're going to throw, I think we'll put, let's see, 2,000, see that gives us 2 now for some reason. 2 strength, oh, on that weapon it does. Yeah, on that weapon it does. Let's do that. Let's put 1 point into strength, I think. No, let's just finish it out. Let's do this. So we're going to put 1 point into vigor. Now our vigor is where we want it to be. So here's what we've decided. Here's what I've decided to do. Or decided to try, I should say. So I'm going to use the Radagon Sword Seal, which increases our stats by a lot. So that'll give us more damage. And every time we crit him, we'll get health back. So I just want to try this and see if this makes a difference. And plus, now we have like 300 runes. We don't have to worry about our runes at all. So for what? A minute worth of running around, I was able to kill 1 troll. I didn't farm runes. I didn't go to no rune farm locations and just grind enemies. And I just killed 1 troll, gave me 1,000 runes. That brought me over the threshold. I was able to level up 1 time. And that's that. I think I am going to use fire grease, however, instead of the blood grease. I don't know if you can bleed this guy. I really don't. I could look it up. But, Let's see, let's make a whole 11. I don't even know if you could poison him. So we're going to try this now that we got our... and again, we could go get a great rune. We could go kill Godric and get a great rune and come back. I mean, there's so many things you could do to honestly, I could probably go upgrade my weapon too. But I think we got it. Morning Scar 6. Let's try this now. And again, we don't have to worry about our runes no more either. That's some weight lifted off of our shoulders. Let's see what the difference is, if any difference at all. Oh, well that's a difference. Okay, that's a great difference. That's a huge difference. I don't know if you noticed, but that's a massive difference. We didn't do any damage to him at all. We were just warming up. You could see though that I feel as though that Sword Seal does make a difference in the damage you take. It's noticeable, but we don't really want to take damage. Like the way we want to fight this guy is just shut him down. Just shut him down. Try not to take any damage at all. Let's see if we could do this a little differently this time, huh? There you go. 37 instead of 22. That's 273. That's a huge difference. Oh. Now we're gonna get some health back because of a crit. See, we got a little bit of health back. Let's see if we can get more health back. A little bit of health back. We didn't even use the healing potion yet. Okay. So a healing potion. Get a little bit of health back. I'm probably gonna try to use a healing potion now quick. And we changed. Oh boy. I think we could get it now. Not much of a difference. It hits harder. We do it in less hits, but we had some pretty terrible exchanges there. Again, I hate the fact that I'm spending so much time on a boss that I don't want to get fixated, but I know we can do this. I know we can do it. I know we can. Gonna grab our 300 runes. Ha ha ha. Because 300 runes are so hard to get. You know, actually, we could change our physic too, because our physic is not going to help us too much. Nice. We're doing well. We're doing well. Keep up the work. Abort mission, abort mission, abort mission. We tried to parry that stomp instead of jumping it. Tried to parry that stomp instead of jumping it. We should have jumped it. I play on keyboard and mouse, and I know a lot of you are probably like, oh my god, that's terrible. It is. And I have stock settings too, so like, to jump is F and control is parry, and it's a stretch for me. Now, I'm not a guitar player. I bet you if I was a guitar player, I'd be so much better. Like I said, you could change things up though, like... Oh, thrust right out of the gate. Lay down, buddy, come on. I'm not gonna heal yet. Not gonna heal yet. We're getting our health through crits. Come on, baby. Not going to swing or let our stam come back. Look at this. Full health just from crits. Just from crits. That's going to be a problem. We chugged one potion. Don't run at him. Let him come to you. Oh, look at his health. Look at his health. Look at his health. Look at his health. And we died. Look at his health. Look at him. Ha 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 ha! If that's not Elden Ring, that should be the advertisement. That battle should be the advertisement for this game. Right there. All they had to do is get one hit on him. One hit. Any hit. Any hit. Any hit would have taken him out, and we would have had him dead. Tell me that's not motivation. Now we're gonna end up getting one shot. I guarantee it. That's how it's gonna work. We're gonna run up and we're gonna try to parry his foot slam, and he's gonna murder us. That thrust. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? That thrust. He never tries that thrust first. He never does that thrust first. Just be patient. Be patient. I don't know why I'm missing that second one. It's like a half parry. Oh, he hit us with that? No way. I decided to roll through that swing. They're gonna hit us. I know it. We're dead. I don't know. Wrong thing. I didn't have my thing attached. We got this. Oh my God! How? He doesn't even have any health! Oh my God! We beat him twice! We beat him twice. I want to beat him. I like beating him. We beat him twice. He didn't even have any health. Oh, if I had my bow, if I was not fat rolling, I'd throw my bow on and I'd just pew, shoot an arrow right at his face. Even if it ricochets off his shield, it would still kill him. This is the best episode yet. Crucible Knight death. Look at that guy just died. I did screw up by reapplying. Oh, we got that thrust. Take that, thrusty thrust man. We're not going to get confident, because this guy will still... He loves shutting people's confidence down. He loves shutting that confidence down, so just... Stay focused, keep at it, you're good. We are hitting him a little bit better with that sword seal on. Health back. A little bit of health like that is confidence. This should full health us. Now we ran out of fire grief, but that's alright. Hold on, Gracie. That's my daughter's asking me a question. Let's kill it so we can tell her we killed it. What do you say? That's it for us. See what I mean? Once you start running from him, he loves it. He loves when you start running from him, because he knows, oh, I got you now. You see what I mean? He just gap closes. Hold on, Gracie. One more shot and this guy is dead. Haha, we got him. We got him. Alright. I'm going to pause the video right here and we will commence later.